Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And yesterday, the Houston Rockets lost to the Golden State Warriors 105-98. Tough loss to the Rockets going into the All-Star break. Second night of the back-to-back. The Rockets go to 34-21, 17-9 at home. And here's the bad news. The winning streak is over for me. I talked about this yesterday, which would now be Wednesday. I talked about it. Wednesday night, I talked about it that, when I went to the Suns game, Rockets won that game, and their record went to 5-0 this season when I have been in attendance. And then I got invited again tonight by one of my friends to go to the game, and we went last night, and obviously they lost, so that winning streak is over, and the Rockets are now 5-1 when I'm in attendance. So, yeah. And, it is what it is. But a very shorthanded Rockets team and a second night of a back-to-back, that doesn't sound very good for this Rockets team at all. And I think that was a big reason why things didn't go well for them tonight or last night. But 105-90, it's the final score. Let's talk about Aaron Holiday. He was fantastic. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 for 20 from the floor, 2 for 9 from 3. I mean, you can argue that he had just an amount of an impact for the Rockets that Steph Curry did for the Warriors. Like, Steph had 27, 5, and 3. I mean, Holiday had 1 more assist. He had 3 more rebounds, only 2 less points. His shooting was better. I mean, Curry shot like 41% from the floor, and Holiday shot 50% from the floor. So I'm not saying Aaron Holiday's a better player than Steph. Obviously, no one would ever say that. But or was the better player in this game last night, but this is true. Aaron Holiday did play as good as Stephen Curry tonight. I think that's great to see from Aaron, who played 37 minutes, and the Rockets were down 24 points in this game. He was a huge part of the comeback. And look, I talked about it earlier yesterday when I did my Rockets preview. I said that you maybe needed to get some good minutes from Aaron Holiday in the game just because of circumstances of not having Tari Eason, Fred VanVleet, and Jabari Smith Jr. That will hurt the team. And I also talked about how I did not think Jalen Green was going to play good at all in this game. And I'm not surprised with his 9 points at all, with only 1 assist, 3 for 10, 2 for 4 from 3. I'm not trying to hate on Jalen Green, but he has never played good against the Warriors. This is the team that he has had more struggles against than any other team in the NBA. And when Jalen Green faces the Warriors, it's going to be a bad night for him. And I don't know what the deal is with him facing this Warriors team. He just is he nervous that he's playing Steph? I don't know. I don't think that's the reason why he's struggling. But he can never find to have a good game when he plays the Golden State Warriors. And I said it's going to be really hard for the Rockets to win this game, not only missing Fred, Tari, and Jabari, but knowing you're going to probably have a bad night from Jalen Green, which means then you have to rely more on Şengün, Amen Thompson, who are probably gassed, and gave such an effort the night before against Phoenix. Then last night's the second night of a back-to-back, and that's why they had to rely on guys like Aaron Holiday and Jeff Green and Jock Landale and Nate Williams, who we'll get to in just a minute. But Aaron Holiday was terrific, if you ask me. I thought he did a really good job and was a huge part of the Rockets coming back from 24 to cut the lead down to 2 points. And it was really important. The Rockets had a chance to take the lead and failed to do it. And their comeback was crazy because, it was a stretch where their only starter on the floor was Aaron Holiday, and they're coming back from down 24. And Aaron Holiday, when everybody's healthy, is not even possibly getting minutes for this Rockets team. And yet, they're still making that. You got two-way contract player Nate Williams playing amazing, and same thing goes for Aaron Holiday, who's probably not even getting minutes if the team is fully healthy. And then Jock Landale, who's a third-string center, carrying the Rockets to a 24-point comeback against the Golden State Warriors, where the majority of that comeback, both Steph and Jimmy were on the floor. So that's incredible for this Rockets team. I'm proud of this Rockets team last night for their bench pieces to make a comeback the way they did. I was really impressed by that. And if I actually spoke to Raphael Stone yesterday. I mean, I didn't talk to him anything about the Rockets, but I have an aunt, or had an aunt, that was really close friends with his wife, and I got to meet Felicia at my aunt's funeral, and I wanted to go say hello to Mr. Stone, and I spoke to Raphael Stone, and he was sitting really close to us. So honestly, every time I was watching Nate Williams in this game, I kind of was trying to look over to Raphael Stone and seeing his reaction, because here's something I think about. First thing I see with Nate Williams when I'm watching him play a good game, and he played 18 minutes, shot 5 for 9, 11 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 rebounds, if I didn't already mention that. Shot 5 for 9, 1 for 3 from 3. The number one thing I'm thinking about when I'm seeing Nate Williams play the way he did yesterday is we got 15 players on the roster. One of the bottom guys on the roster is Cody Zeller, who they traded for, and would be the 4th string center if he actually ever was available to play, and has not been available to play at all as a Rocket yet. If I'm the Rockets and I'm Stone, I am cutting Cody Zeller and converting Nate Williams to a standard contract, at least from what I saw from him last night, getting some meaningful minutes. Very impressed with what he showed. But 11 points for Nate Williams last night. He looked terrific. And Jock Lando came in and played 16 minutes, had 13 and 8, 1 assist, 1 steal. I think he did make some mistakes, but he did make some big plays for this Rockets team. So I think, look, down the stretch when the Rockets got that lead close, and he needed him to do some things, he didn't do he didn't do that. But here's the thing: the Rockets would not be in the situation they were in close in the game if it wasn't for Jock Lando, who hit 6 shots, hit a big 3, had 3 offensive rebounds, which gave, I think the Rockets scored on all of his offensive rebounds. And so, it was key that the Jock Lando was in that game. So, and Şengün wasn't playing that very well. I mean, I love Şengün, but he was 4 for 10, 0 for 1 from 3, 2 for 4 at the free throw line. He was collecting a lot of boards, but it's against the Warriors. He had 13 boards, of course, but had 3 turnovers and 4 assists. Dylan Brooks, looked solid, but barely got to play. 21 minutes, 7 points. And Jalen had 9 points. Amen Thompson had 4, 9, and 5. Outside Aaron Holiday, he played the most out of all starters. Yeah, this game, Cam Whitmore had 6 points, by the way. Jason Tate had 3 points, played 27 minutes. This was a game where Ime Udoka let his bench get good minutes. With Aaron Holiday, who I know was a starter tonight, but mainly he's a bench player. Jeff Green got 21 minutes. Tate got 27. With Landell 16 and Nate Williams getting 18. Those guys got opportunities, and I think this was not just Ime Udoka trying to give those guys opportunities, but it's also giving the main players like Jalen, Şengün, Dylan Brooks, maybe Kim Whitmore and Steven Adams, who did not play a lot of minutes off the bench in this game tonight. The rest I think they need. Now, I don't know why Amen Thompson didn't get extra rest, because Amen Thompson was playing down the stretch. I think that might be the guy who deserves the most rest, because he's been playing a buttload of minutes recently. But to me, what it felt like was, since they are quite literally going on an All-Star break, upcoming, and a couple of the Rockets players will be involved in the Rising Stars tonight. Reed Shepherd and Amen Thompson will. But what it made me feel, what it reminded me of, seeing the players, get their main players getting pulled in this game and not coming back in. It kind of felt like being at school, and it's like the last day before Christmas or maybe spring break, and kind of taking it easy at school, and it's actually not that much of a crazy day at school, and you really don't have to do anything at all. It kind of felt like that for this team tonight. Like, we're going into break, and it's a half day. So that's what it made me think about. But great game for the Warriors. They look good. Steph and Jimmy look good together. I'm not going to say they don't. They scored 48 points together tonight. I think they looked really good, and I'm not going to say they didn't. But what I will say is that, I would be concerned about games like this, where the Warriors have a big lead like they did last night, and they're up 24, and then the Rockets, I hate to call them scrubs, but the Rockets bench players come in late in the game, and they get killed by guys like Aaron Holiday, Jock Landale, and Nate Williams. That's where I'm concerned if I'm the Warriors. And it's games like this that you're concerned that you didn't trade for a center when you get killed by guys like Şengün and Jock Landale with the rebounds. I mean, Şengün played 27 minutes and still had 13 rebounds. Jock Landale played only 16 minutes and had 8 rebounds. I mean, Steven Adams only was in the game for 5 minutes and still had 3 boards. So, I mean, just heavily got out-rebounded. I mean, they got out-rebounded by they got out-rebounded tonight by 10 rebounds. And they get out-rebounded most of the nights. And so many offensive rebounds for the Rockets tonight. 15 offensive rebounds for the Rockets. And the Rockets are a great offensive rebounding team, so it's not surprising that they're doing this. But this is going to continue to happen with teams when the Warriors face them, because, I mean, you know, how bad they are at rebounding and not much size. I mean, Kevin Looney's not bad, but they barely play him. I mean, he had 9 rebounds in 16 minutes. If you want to be better at rebounding, I think maybe you got to play Kevin Looney more. I don't know. But Warriors win 105-98. Rockets going to the All-Star break. I'm feeling good for the Rockets when they get out of the All-Star break. They'll have Jabari back. Should have Fred back. Obviously, Taro will be back. The only reason he wasn't playing in this last game was because, I mean, it was a back-to-back. And the Rockets' schedule does get a lot easier as the All-Star break is over. So I'm feeling good for the Rockets after the All-Star break is over. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.